Hello guys, today we will be looking at something which I want to do. So this is a channel which I made many years back, and I did what people are doing these days. I asked ChatGPT what give me some video ideas about Linux and stuff, and it told me that let's rewrite some of the programs, right? Like the Coreutils. So I have this directory building Coreutils, which is exactly what we're doing today, as by the title of the video. This in this video we will be looking at cat. So cat is a very simple program, right? Cat is a very simple program. So if I do this, if I cat out etc passwords and etc hosts, it should just smoosh them together, right? Yeah, so this is where the flatpak user, meaning my password file ends, and this is the host, which is containing all the hosts. Anyway, so what we want to do is build this. Now, quick aside, if you saw carefully, I wrote a \cat, right? Why? Because I don't want my shell to use the alias that I've set up. Now, if you want to actually use something, cat is fine. If you want to use something better maybe for this purposes, like usability purposes, consider using bat with a B, right? So this is the program which I'm using. This will actually do a lot of stuff. This will, let's see, wow, it stops here like a pager, and it has color for different types of files. Like it knows this is etc password, so it colors the columns differently, like purple for the user, then the group ID and stuff, and the shell, the home directory, etc, and also the host file. So it knows what is the IP, what is the host name, and so on. So we are going to do something very similar. So I have two files here, and we're going to run this. This does what was expected. So file 1 contains up till like odd numbers and then even numbers up till 10, and file 2 contains sadly just a 0. But if I run through two files together, or let's get any number of files together, etc password, etc hosts, or host name, let's do host name as well, etc hosts, like any number of files together, it will just smoosh them together. So here it is. So it did everything correctly, or did it do everything correctly? This is file 1 and file 2, so there is our odd, even, and then 0. That was file 2. This is my etc password, it's my host name. So this is the host name, which is Aether. I don't know why did I choose that, but it was from a giant list. And this is the etc hosts. So it does what cat should do. It takes all of the inputs, all of the files, and puts their output together. It's very simple. We do not support any of the flags yet. So if you look at the actual man page, we can give it a lot of options. We do not take in any options. It will just treat them as a file. Right now, that's an error, but I do not support any options, and we can give a lot of files. And I made one thing that if you do not provide any file, then that will just say like no files provided and exit. So that's one thing. Maybe the thing is with the next part can be do not exit out. Just read standard input whenever there is no file, or like there's a dash like that, right? So that's one thing. But let's look at the file. So this is very small. In 15 lines, we put this sys package because we want to rename system arguments. We take all of the arguments from 1 onwards, because if you remember correctly, the shell will actually give you, so if I try to run like this, the shell will actually give you everything from here, meaning the first argument, the first thing in this list is actually your program name, which we do not care about, right? We want what is after the program name. So think of it like this. All of this is what was passed in as sysargv to your program, including its name itself, right? There's a little self-reference in there. And then what we want is everything from, so this is index 0, we want everything from 1 and onwards. So hence this slice comes from 1 and onwards. There is a chance that we do not provide any files, and this is the if statement that handles that. So if the length of files, which is all of this, is 0, we echo no files provided and exit. Otherwise, we wanna store this. So we do a very simple thing. For every file, file 1, file 2, file 3, whatever, we open up the file in reading mode. We read all the lines, and for every line, we append the content of the line in the variable. And there we go. With every file, we append all the lines, and that's basically my output, like every line from every file. So we print out the content. Now, I explicitly set this delimiter to be, sorry, the ending, I think it's not delimiter, whatever the ending symbol is, to be nothing, because otherwise print will actually provide me with a new line, which is extra from Python, not in the original file, right? That is one extra. So I just take out that new line. And that's basically it. As you can see, this works. I did this earlier, and we want to time these out. So we want to time actual cat and my Python version. And I think we all know that Python will be much slower. So with Python, this took 0.02 seconds for the user, and with normal cat, this took like basically nothing for the user. So it's actually pretty good, but this is for learning purposes. I'm learning Python. I'm trying to practice some Python and also start this channel and some stuff about Linux, so we can go through these together and maybe build bit by bit. In the next part, maybe we will build, I actually kind of build WC, where we actually use 3 things, but I need to support -L, -B, and -W for line characters and words respectively. And that is where I think argparse will come into play, which we did not use at all here. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.